One day, early in the morning, there was a young boy walking on the beach, and there was a lot of snails, sea snails, that was spilled out by the sea, lying on the beach. And this young boy was taking each sea snail one by one, threw it back into the sea. And there was an old man that said to him, "Hey boy, what are you doing?" And he said, "I'm throwing these sea snails back into the sea because otherwise they're going to die." And the old man said, "But you're wasting your time. These sea snails is lying on the beach for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. You're not going to make a difference." And the boy took a next snail and threw it back into the sea. And then he said to the old man, "It made a difference to that one." That's a story that I've heard 20 years ago. And the reason why I'm sharing that story with you is I see that in organizations and in businesses today. A lot of problems, a lot of sea snails lying on the beach waiting to be killed by the sun. And I want to share with you a tool, a technique that I use that helps me to navigate this complexity. It is called appreciative inquiry. David Cooper Ryder did his doctoral thesis on this in 1986. Appreciative inquiry is the opposite of problem solving. So let me explain this to you, make it very simple. Problem solving means I go into a system or organization, I find out what doesn't work, and I figure out what I want, and I identify the gap, and I close the gap. So you go into an organization with a mindset of what doesn't work, what needs to be fixed. Appreciative inquiry is the complete opposite of it. Appreciative inquiry says what works. It's not interested in identifying a gap. It rather finds magic, and it says, but how do we take this 5% of magic and make it 6% and 7% and 8%? And the funny thing about it is that if you focus on what works, what doesn't work seems to disappear. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is I'm not saying, and hear me right, I'm not saying replace problem solving with appreciative inquiry. I am saying let us balance problem solving with appreciative inquiry. Let us find ways to solve problems and at the same time find ways to identify magic in organizations. If we do that, in my mind, if we can balance appreciative inquiry with problem solving, we will make a big difference, and we will be able to navigate all the snails that's lying on the beach waiting for us to sort them out.